Hello, everyone. We are live on Product Hunt. Please go over and show support by just commenting and asking us questions. We're doing an Ask Us Anything session as well. So yeah, we're doing a little live stream here to kick off this Product Hunt launch day. So we're pretty excited because we have a whole bunch of new Dubb features. In fact, we have over 4 new Dubb features. It's pretty amazing feature launch. So again, be sure to go to Product Hunt and comment. We really appreciate the support because Product Hunt is a way that new people can find our service. And also, it's just a great community to get feedback and to like hear how people are using our product. And so yeah, definitely hit us up on Product Hunt. But we're gonna wait for some people to join, and very soon we're gonna get into new Dubb features, which is very exciting. And so if you hang in here with us on the live stream, if you have a few minutes, we're going to talk about some new Dubb features. Of course, if you're in a rush, go to Product Hunt because it's all there. All the new features are there in Product Hunt. So, oh yeah, great stuff. Thank you. Be sure to comment down below. We also have Donnie on the broadcast. You might hear the vocalizations of Donnie. Hello, Donnie. And of course, Ruben. Ruben, welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, you guys, thanks so much for the support. We really appreciate it. It's a weird time, you know. We're all home. Kids are getting schooled at home, and we're figuring out ways to be more creative working remotely. So this whole product is called Dubb Remote.
Yes, Dubb Remote.
And it's just a whole feature stack that just really enables us to use video and to carry on with our businesses. You know, as they say, carry on, or keep on carrying on, as they say it, I think, in UK. So I've got a couple of features to show, which I'm happy to do. So should we jump into a screen share here?
I think absolutely. We got people. We got a request for a transcription generator demo, but that's just one of the many new features that we're launching today. So buckle up, folks, because today is going to be a feature launch-o-rama. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you. Thank you. All these awesome comments. Keep the comments coming. We love that. Yeah, so again, if you have not already, go and upvote, and then come on back because we're going to be doing actually, no, we don't. You don't have to upvote. You don't have to at all. Just check it out. There's no reason you don't have to at all. But commenting is actually cool. We're doing an Ask Us Anything session, so that we will ask. Comment on Product Hunt with any questions, and we'll respond right there. So go over and do that. And then right now we're doing a feature demo.
Yeah. So should we jump into this? All right. All right. And if you could just show let's see if I can do this with. Oh, thanks, Xavier. Appreciate that, man. Here's the link to Product Hunt in case you want to check it out. All right, let's jump into some features. No school,
huh? Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We know it's a really difficult time around the world too, and that, you know, as a company that's been a remote work company from the start, we really wanted to just take a moment and say thank you for being a part of the Dubb community. We are a platform that enables you to send videos from wherever you are. And I know a lot of companies are going through a transition time. I know I'm feeling really grateful to be a part of a company that allows remote work. And these features that we're announcing today will allow you to leverage remote work in a lot of new ways. So Ruben, why don't we just jump into it?
Cool, let's jump into this. So there's a couple of things that I want to get through in this little feature drop here. Okay, the first is, let's see here, where do I start? All right, the desktop app. Let's start there, okay? The Dubb Desktop App has been in the making for some time now. It's been a couple of months, and we've been iterating this. We've been getting feedback. It's not easy to make a desktop app because you have to navigate around Mac, around PC. There's a lot of kind of nuances to the platforms. So, you know, really appreciate the feedback that people have given us as we kind of build that up. Why is the desktop app valuable? Okay, so there's a couple of reasons. Number one is a lot of people actually use PowerPoint. they use PowerPoint and they show things on their screen, okay? They have slides, they have PDF docs, they've got things that they want to show. Maybe it's tech, maybe it's not. And the Dubb Desktop app has a couple of critical features. So number one is that it has this ability to turn on and off your webcam to go to full screen or minimized. The second thing is that it has a play pause button. And that's valuable because I want you to imagine having a 12 slide presentation in Google Slides or in PowerPoint. It takes time to get to each slide, right? So the reason why the play pause is valuable is because you have some breathing time in between your slides or in between your bursts of information. So what that's going to do is the final output video is just going to be a lot more streamlined. It's going to be a lot more short, and it's going to be a lot punchier. So check out the Dubb Desktop app, play pause, full webcam. It's neat. Check it out. Okay, the next thing is the auto transcription feature. Now, I must say that this is not a fully free feature, okay? So we have partnered up we're actually working with a couple of providers for transcriptions, and it's not an easy thing. They use artificial intelligence. There's a lot of machine learning to understand what we're saying and what the words that are coming out of our mouth are, and then how those can get transcribed into text. So there's a lot of technology that goes into that, and that is all charged on a variable basis. So stay tuned for some pricing information on that. But basically the way that it works is that you do go to your video page, and then on that video page there's going to be an auto transcribe button, and then very simply you just click it, and then it's going to add it to a queue, and then it's going to transcribe your video, which means you're going to get it into text. You're going to have a CRM, you're going to have a caption. So in just a minute here, I'll do the demo on that. Now, you'll notice I have a couple of YouTube videos here, and YouTube videos are actually you cannot transcribe those. So if you want to get your YouTube videos transcribed onto Dubb, you have to use YouTube's tool, because it is not our player that's being generated on the page. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the YouTube integration in just a couple of minutes here, but in the
yeah, that's a huge new feature that we're announcing today. Massive new feature. YouTube integration across the entire Dubb platform. We're super excited about this. This is probably one of the most exciting features that we're launching today. I mean, all of them are super exciting, but this one in particular gets me really excited because it basically any YouTube video that you have can now be actionable. That means that you can take a YouTube video, take that link, paste it into Dubb, and Dubb will generate a Dubb action page, and bam, you have all the features of Dubb, call to actions, interactive Dubb chat, another feature we're announcing today. The list goes on. So I feel like the use cases for that, we don't even know how people are going to use this yet. I mean, you could take, if you're a company that's really active on YouTube, you could just take some YouTube videos that are meant from one to many, but then use one of those for a one-to-one use case and have a call to action under it that's customized for just one person, and add our personalization text to say, hey, Tommy, check out this video, even though that video is actually on your YouTube channel. And of course, you get the customized whole experience with our action page. So big feature there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll talk about the YouTube feature in just a moment. So the auto transcribe is basically on the video edit page. And then what you're going to want to do is scroll down a little bit to this nice green kind of teal button. And then on this green teal button here, you can click it, and then what it's going to do is it's automatically going to transcribe the video. So you click it, it's a one-click world, of course. Your video has been queued to transcribe, and that's going to happen, and then it's going to load. It takes seconds to minutes, so please be patient on this. And then, of course, on the video page itself, what happens is that the captions appear. So I'll just show that momentarily. And as you play this video, the text appears here in the form of captions. And why are captions good? Why do they help us? There's a couple of reasons. Number one is that oftentimes there is absolutely no audio on a video. So when there's no audio on a video, it means that people can't hear what you're saying. So what better way to solve that problem and to convey comprehension than to actually have text appear on that video? So that's the first thing. It's an audio off in world in the mostly in mobile a lot of the times. And then the second thing is that if audio is on, then your viewers can watch and they can hear it as well. So it increases the comprehension rates dramatically. So I encourage you guys to check that out. Now, I will say once again is that there is going to be some pricing plans on that, and we are going to make them reasonable. But please stay tuned for that. We haven't yet deployed those right now. We're just making it kind of complimentary, but stay tuned for that. So if there's any questions, please throw them in the comments. I hope that was a decent demonstration. I'll show what that looks like in just a couple of minutes here. We got a question here from Taylor. Curious to hear about what's changed in the mobile apps as well as real-time video chat. What? All right, Taylor, let's get into this. We are going to talk about chat next. Okay, so the chat feature is something that I can actually demo on my screen. And here I have a lovely video of our friend Shannon. So in this video, what you're going to notice, on this video page, you're going to notice the chat window, okay? So what happens here, let's see if we can do this in real time, Shannon. I don't know if you have your desktop or the mobile app open, but here Shannon has a video from his page. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send him a quick chat. Send that over, and then he gets notifications on his phone, on the Dubb desktop. You know, if you notice this little widget right here, that's all of your one-to-one conversations. So conversational marketing is big right now. It's a really big part of marketing, and driving conversations are often one of the best things that you can do for engagement and for conversion. So right now, there's the response. So Shannon said hello. And then I'll just shoot this back to him. And then I can conduct this whole conversation directly from my messaging widget right here on Dubb. So this works on the Dubb mobile app, and it also works on the Dubb desktop. So stay tuned for more updates around this. Again, this feature is going to be critical for driving conversations, and it's on by default on all videos. Now, if you do not want this video on, then simply go to the video edit page and just turn it off right there. Okay, so this is an optional feature, totally up to you. Okay, Sarai, appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Should we talk about YouTube? I think we should talk about YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. All right, YouTube is one of the most exciting integrations that we have offered. And we're really psyched to talk about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get myself a little prepared here, and I'm going to find a YouTube video. Well, perfect. I will use the Product Hunt YouTube video that we are promoting right now. So this YouTube video is just going to be an example of a video. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to get the share link. Any of the YouTube share links will work. So I'm just going to get the native YouTube URL here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press pause here so the audio doesn't start. And then
Thursday, March 19th, we're live on.
Okay, so we are going to go to Dubb and we're going to click on this plus button here. Now when you click on this plus button, what you can do is you see that there's a third option for add from YouTube. Okay, in this what you do is you paste the URL of the video. You have to give it your own title, okay? Because we don't scan the YouTube titles, and there's a couple of reasons why we don't do that. Number one is that the title structure for YouTube might be different than what it is on Dubb. On YouTube, when you have a title, the goal is to attract people to. Some people they call it clickbait. Other people just call it clever titles. On Dubb, it's more of an internal thing, okay? So once you submit that, then what it does is that it adds the YouTube video directly to your Dubb account, okay? All the sharing options that you're used to are also available here, okay? So you can send this video with personalization text. You can direct email it from Gmail, Amazon, any SMTP server. You can share it on social. I'm not really sure of the value of that. I guess the reason why you would share this capacity on social is because you really want to drive conversions. That probably makes sense actually. Well, we should actually get into that. We should get into the whole idea of having your YouTube video on a Dubb landing page to drive conversions. And that's probably why this makes all sense. So let's get into that in a little bit. As you can tell, I'm still really kind of thinking about a lot of the use cases here because as Shannon mentioned, they're kind of limitless here. Embed and then widget, of course. So what does this page look like? What does a Dubb video landing page look like with a YouTube video on it? Let's take a look. So we have the video up here, and this is
Thursday, March 19th, we're live on.
Now I have the autoplay option on, so it's autoplaying. And what's happening here is that there's a couple of things that we're seeing. So number one is that we see the chat, so we can drive conversations, one-to-one personalized conversations. But what we can also do is we can add calls to action to this page, right? So I'm going to add a button or two, and you can also actually add a calendar. So let's see if we can add a calendar integration to this page. And that's really going to drive your conversions, right? So if you have a video, so here's kind of like the perfect scenario. You have a video that you want to drive traffic to. You want to get the social views that you might get on YouTube, but then you also want to drive the conversions. You want to get people to go down your funnel. So what you can do is you can use this sequence, add the YouTube video, add your calls to action, and then add your calendar integration right here. So that's all of those things that I just mentioned on one Dubb video landing page. So Xavier, thanks so much for the support on that. Appreciate that. So we got a question. So we should actually jump to the mobile apps. I'll let Shannon chime in here if you'd like, if there's any questions or comments. Viewers, if you have comments, please throw them in the comments. Please like, comment, share. Once again, we're promoting all of this on Product Hunt. So if you have some time, please consider going to the Product Hunt page. Just check it out. Ask us your questions. It's an AMA. If you're curious about stuff that we've built, if you're curious about stuff that's set up for the future or how to best use Dubb for your business, throw it in there and we promise to answer every single question. So I can actually jump to the Dubb mobile app here. I'm going to need about maybe 2 minutes of setup time. Shannon, what's your take on the YouTube integration? How do you think that people can use that integration?
That is a great question. And just for this, I have a little segment on the show called 50 Use Cases for Dubb in 1 minute. It's going to be a very exciting segment. And I think this definitely relates to the YouTube use case, because that one gets me so excited. I think Dubb has always been a platform where you can make videos actionable. But traditionally, you had to upload a video directly to the Dubb platform. And that's sort of like it creates a walled garden. And I think some other companies in the space might be, want to keep people in that garden. It's like, oh no, you have to use our platform. But we really want to do things for everyone. And we really want to, thank you for that comment. I muted the echo. We really want to have something that everyone can use and people can use however they want. We don't want to limit the way that you can use our platform. So that's why we announced YouTube integration, where you can just paste the YouTube link right onto, and we'll generate a Dubb action page. Makes your YouTube videos actionable. YouTube videos, when you watch, it's a very passive experience. You're stepping back. You're not, you maybe, and also YouTube has ads, all this stuff on the page, suggested videos. If you're sharing a business video on YouTube for marketing, that's awesome. It's a discovery engine. But if you're trying to do a one-to-one communication or trying to get conversions on YouTube, that's harder. So but it's still a great platform. So if you have a YouTube video that you'd like to get conversions on, just use a Dubb action page. Paste that YouTube link into Dubb. We'll instantly create the action page. Set up your call to actions. The whole page is customizable. You don't have to. Thank you, Taylor. You don't have to worry about ads and all that other stuff. So without further ado, here's 50 use cases in 1 minute. Someone set the clock. If anyone has a stopwatch, here we go. Tradesmen, salesmen, insurance agents, real estate agents, investors, nonprofits, charity organizations, dog cat or animal rescue, product sales, dentist office, doctor's office, government agencies, third-party contractors, sports teams and clubs, people wanting to get fast video testimonials, website designers and developers, local business owners, cars, truck and sales, customer support teams, escrow companies, title companies, furniture sales, plumbers, electricians, handyman services, financial advisors, don't forget about that, job recruiters, gotta love those headhunters, solar panels, sales and services, land mapping, services and sales, handyman services, recruiter, armed services, general contractors, licensed drone professionals, golf pros, golf courses, wedding planners. Okay, I'm on 35. Let me just take a break. I'm on 35. I also want to mention, this was actually a comment on Product Hunt. This is not something I wrote. This was a comment on Product Hunt that that I'm actually reading from our previous Product Hunt launch. So that was here. Ruben, you're back. We've been hearing this in echo as well, so if you can get headphones, that would help the echo. Thank you, sir. And okay, so that was 35. Here's the rest of the 50 use cases as from a comment from Product Hunt last time we launched our of course we have new features that we're launching today, but okay, event planners, caterers, boat sales, social media marketers, internet marketers, reporters, freelancers, corporate trainers, pharmaceutical sales, travel agent salesperson, vacation rental sales, apartment rentals, car rental sales, Airbnb rentals, computer sales. I mean, I feel like you get the idea. This is, it's getting too much. I don't want to hit the let's bring Ruben back in. Let's bring Ruben back in. That was a fun little segment. Ruben, did that give you enough time to prepare the next feature?
That did, and that I totally remember that comment with all those use cases. That was crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's, you guys noticed that I just added one of the YouTube videos to my Dubb account, and here you can notice that in basically real time they're added now to the Dubb mobile app. So here we have this screen is the Dubb mobile app, just so you guys know, okay? So there's a couple of features I want to announce here. So the first thing is that we basically rebuilt the whole camera, because one of the things that we were suffering from was that the processing time was not good. It was very slow. So we were promoting multiple clips with the ability to record this from this camera to kind of create dynamic real-time interesting videos. But the processing time was too much. Okay, so that feature was really inspired by some of the story apps, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, and that type of storytelling where it's short clip is really it's short form content. Okay, so one of the things that we did was we just put some kind of limits on the length of videos that can be. So for example, if you want to add a video that you want to add text or emojis to, or even filters, there's certain limits, like 10 seconds, for example. And the reason why that's going to help us all is because who wants to wait for a 60-second, 2-minute video to process where we sort of burn an emoji or text into it? It's not really going
to... This animal does not want to wait for anything.
Yeah, that animal does not want to wait. So that's kind of the first thing. So it's basically processing optimizations, okay? So the second thing, so I'm going to get into that in a minute. The second thing is the whiteboard feature, okay? So this feature, I got to give a shout out to Reef Coleman from Neil Patel Digital, and he's a subscriber. Neil Patel's companies are subscribers to Dubb, and what he was doing is he was using Instagram stories to add text. And he would go into Instagram and he would add text, and then he would put that text on his phone and he would put it in a webcam like this. So it would say, "Hey, Shannon," and then that text would be legible. And then, of course, when you generate that thumbnail within your webcam video and then you email it to someone with some animation as an animated GIF, it catches their attention. So he was doing that, and it was sort of an interesting hack that he came up with. And I kind of realized that the Dubb mobile app would be a great way to digitally solve that problem. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add some text into this new whiteboard feature. Now, to get to the whiteboard feature, you just click on this little icon here. This icon is subject to change. We're still kind of working through some stuff, but for now it's there. So click on the little pencil icon and then add some text. Is that how you spell kitty? How do you spell kitty? I think it's with two T's, right?
K-I-T-T-Y.
I think it's, yeah, I think you're right. K-T-T-Y. That's how you spell kitty. Okay, so here we have.
This is how you spell kitty. Anyways, continue.
So here we have, we'll go full screen here on me. And then what I do is I'm going to make sure that my portrait lock is not on. And then when I switch my phone around, I'm going to get that text right here. So imagine we're doing a webcam video, and what I can do is I can give a nice smile or a wave or just show my sunshine a little bit, and then that's my first clip in my webcam video, okay? So this is the Dubb Whiteboard feature. It's very simple, you guys. It's super simple to use, okay? But the reason why it's valuable is because it allows you to add personalization text to your thumbnail graphics. So once again, click on the thumbnail icon and then add some text. There's some light customization on here. You can change the color. Let's make it a hot red. We're going to add some more stuff in the future, but right now it's a very functional feature. Okay.
I do want to comment. We got a comment that someone's saying no, not GIF, and actually this can be used as a GIF. So what you do, the use case for the whiteboard feature is you have the name on your phone, and then use the Dubb Chrome extension or desktop app to record the video, and you hold up that name for the first 3 seconds, and that'll automatically be generated and turn it into a GIF. So if I was holding up the kitty while it was happening, it would be cute, and that would be the 3-second GIF. So the GIFs will still work, but this will just kind of enable you to have a quick sort of sketch pad right from the Dubb mobile app. And this, it's kind of an interesting feature because it's kind of open to interpretation.
Oh,
that's funny. That's hilarious.
That's funny. That's funny.
I love live streams.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taylor, for that.
Cool.
Now I'm understanding it.
Yeah. All right. So let me kind of move forward with the clip feature. Okay. So I'm going to just share my screen here. And then what I'm going to show is the ability to create multiple clips. Okay. So some of you guys might have seen this, but once again, this has been streamlined. Thanks again, Taylor. Okay. So I'm going to click on the camera icon here. Okay. Now we've got our video. And if you notice, it shows the ratio right here. It's a little bit small, but it shows the ratio of that video. So this is a 9:16 video. So I'm going to keep my phone upright. And I'm just going to record a clip here. And this is useful when you're out there on the field. Build visual stories. If you're in real estate, or if you're in sales, or if you're at no one's going to conferences right now. So a lot of these videos are going to be at home. let's just face that. So if you have cats or kids, or if you're making an interesting smoothie like what Xavier does, this is a good way to build those stories. So I can flip the camera here, record a nice little video. Transcriptions does work on these videos, by the way. Okay, and then now, of course, I've built out my little sequence here. And then once I've done that, what I can do is I can add editing to this. So I can add an emoji, I can add text, I can add interesting filters, I can trim it. If there's information, in the beginning or the end that I want to cut off. Filters are really kind of interesting. Some of these are a little bit odd, poster, but they're fun. You can also add music. So music is probably, I'm a musician, music is probably one of my favorite new features of the app. And that's just going to allow you to add a little bit of, in this case, some ukulele music. And it's just going to make your videos a lot more fun, a lot more engaging, a lot more interesting. And then, as always, it's going to add the music, it's going to process it, it's going to merge it, and then it's going to upload it. So there are a number of things that have to happen in order for these videos to get generated. Some of you guys might use Google Photos to generate videos dynamically, or Apple Clips, or there's a number of apps that have been used historically to kind of do real-time editing. So we were inspired by some of those, but we really try to streamline the whole process, because the last thing that people want to do is to wait. So I'm just going to upload this video. As you can see, it uploads pretty quickly. This is a dynamic. Of course, it's going to sync throughout my entire Dubb ecosystem. So forward, it's going to appear, in the mobile app. It's going to all the activity reporting is going to be there. So it works well. Is it perfect? I'd say not yet. It's going to take time. We need feedback. We need a lot more information from people. that's how tech works, I suppose. So that is the new Dubb mobile app. As you can see, it's right here already on my desktop. So, real time chat, real time kind of syncing of all your videos across the Dubb ecosystem. These are things that we spent a lot of time on. I know it looks kind of simple, but there's been a tremendous amount of time and effort that's gone in from the entire Dubb team. So I wanted to just take a moment to thank the Dubb team. First and foremost with Shannon. Shannon, your feedback has been really critical here. Thanks so much. The tech team, they're not really on these videos. They're a little bit more shy, but I work with them on a daily basis, and they're seriously, seriously talented people. And then, of course, our support staff, our marketing staff, Ina, Bono, huge thank to everyone, at the Dubb family, and then also the extended kind of Dubb community. So, you guys make all of this possible. It's your feedback that really makes this real. And this is starting to sound like an infomercial. So I'm going to stop now.
Hello. We're just here to show our kittens and reach out. I mean, a big thing right now is that it's really kind of surreal just to even be continuing as normal right now, considering what's happening. But we feel that because we are a company that enables people to work remotely, we're a company that enables people to send videos from wherever they are. And not only that, but to actually, we're focused on conversions. We're focused on helping companies get value from their videos. We're focused on allowing videos to affect your bottom line. And that's something that, YouTube and a lot of other platforms, they don't have, especially to the level that Dubb has. And if you've been watching what we've been doing over the past several months or longer, if you've been with us, you've seen that we're constantly changing, we're constantly iterating, and not so much changing, but just improving and adding. And it's never over for us because, the video space, sending videos, there's a lot of ways to do it. You could just text someone a video right from your camera roll. You could do a FaceTime or a Zoom call. But we believe there's something really potent about asynchronous, actionable videos that are non-parallel, where you don't have to demand their time. They can watch it on their own time, but also that are actionable. Those two elements, we've built and Ruben and the entire team has built the entire platform around. And ever since Ruben founded this company from the beginning, it was all about remote work. So that's why now it just feels like when so many companies are being forced to move to remote work, there's not a more important time to just double down, keep improving the product and be here for you during this time. So we're continuing on. We're launching on Product Hunt. We're keeping the energy, but of course at the same time, our hearts go out to everyone, and I know there's a lot of different situations around the world. So whatever situation you're in, our heart goes out to you. And if you are in a place where you can upvote or just comment, check us out on Product Hunt. It really helps us out. It's an exciting day, launch day. We've got a whole bunch of new features. We have a comment here. Everything's great. Get off into 2-person meeting videos. What do you mean by that? Is that like a Zoom? Are you talking like a Zoom sort of thing? We'd love to hear what do you mean by like 2-person meeting videos? What do you think that means, Ruben?
I think that actually means 2 people meeting in a live scenario. I think that's a synchronous situation, and we use a lot of those tools right now. Yeah, I don't know about that. I have a lot of pause about that because God, there's so many good tools out there, and
it's so many great tools.
And I don't know where I can innovate on that personally, just personally speaking. I'd love to get feedback from the community, and I just don't know what's out there. But I feel like, we're really kind of focused right now on creation, sharing, and tracking of videos, and then also a lot of the data. Like that's a whole nother aspect of Dubb. The data reporting, understand what's happening on pages and how people are converting. one of the things that we've considered is live technology like this. But then again, there's a lot of great tools already for this. So we want to be we want to be kind of unique, and just continue to kind of specialize. So that's kind of where we're at.
I feel like so many companies are there. Like, of course, there's so many ideas are amazing. Like, you can have ideas, and ideas are fun, and we have lots of ideas. But it comes down to, what do you want to focus on, and like, what do you want to chase? And you see, I think another startup just launched called Around, just came out of Stealth, which is competing with Zoom. If you're interested in if you're real-time, that kind of thing, check out Around. They just launched. But we have built this from the beginning to be something that respects people's time, asynchronous, and also is actionable. When you send a Zoom meeting, when you're having that Zoom meeting, maybe you can get that one conversion, but you can't scale that to like 1,000 very easily. Maybe you can get 1,000 people into a Zoom meeting, but that's going to be hard at the same time. So with Dubb videos, because they're not happening in real time, you can scale the conversions. So that's why we're doubling down on asynchronous. And while, of course, we use Zoom every day. It's awesome. But we also use Dubb every day, too. And Dubb is the thing that's getting us conversions. That's the thing that's getting us the action. Zoom is the thing. It's more like Slack for us, I guess. Zoom is like this sort of check-in phone call type of thing. Dubb is actions and respecting people's time in terms of, I need to send someone a message, but I don't want them to have to respond immediately. Awesome. Bam.
Cool. Well, I think we've got a newsletter to send, if I'm not mistaken, Shannon. What do you think?
Yeah, we do. We have a newsletter. We have a whole day of product hunt launching.
Oh, we got to do the app notification. Yeah, we've got some marketing to do.
Oh yeah. So thank you so much for joining this broadcast. We might be back later. If you have any questions about any of the new features, or you're just tuning in now and you're like, what's going on? What new features? All the new features are on our product hunt page. So just head on over and ask us any questions. Check out the new features. There's a video there. Thank you so much for being a part of the Dubb community, and we'll see you next time.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.